Welcome to Gungho Fitness. What I'm going to show you today is a swing. I'm going to show you two different variations. I've got a kettlebell here and a dumbbell. Some of you won't have access to kettlebells, so I'm going to show you a proper way to do it with a dumbbell as well. I'm going to show you a two-arm method and a one-arm method with both apparatuses, both different modalities there. So we'll start out with the kettlebell. And the form is the most important part about this swing. So many people involve their arms too much. They bend their hips too much, they swing their hips too much. I'm going to show you a frontal profile and then a lateral profile just so you can see both different angles, just so you can kind of see the movement in both different directions. We're going to start out with a two-handed swing. So you grip the kettlebell with two hands. You get a wide enough stance so the kettlebell is not going to actually hit you in the thigh. And what you want to do here is when you drop down, you want to keep your chest high, your eyes forward. You want to drop into your hips. And the first motion through the swing is almost like hiking a football. We want to kind of hike the kettlebell or swing the kettlebell between our legs to initiate the movement, and it's all about timing. As you feel the kettlebell start to generate force and its momentum forward, you're going to explode upward with your legs and through your hips to generate some swing and generate some power. And then after that, it's about timing. As this kettlebell reaches its peak, it's going to become weightless at a certain point, and then it's going to swing back through, and that's when you use your legs and your hips to take on the force and drive back down into a squat to take on the weight and take on all the force production that's coming down, and that initiates some swinging motions. It's very similar to when you're swinging on the swing set. As you come down, you pump your legs back and forth, and as you'll notice when you swing on the swing set, you swing very slowly at first. You don't go up as high, and as you build momentum, you get higher and higher until a point where you don't have to use very much torque or very much force production, and you can maintain that height. Same thing's going to happen here with this exercise as well. As you develop a couple swings and as you go through a certain amount of repetitions, you'll actually start to get your height involved there. Okay? Now the ideal positioning is we want to get it at least to eye level. Some trainers out there, other people that do stuff, actually want you to get it above their head. It's totally optional. I like to see you at least get it to eye level. If you get up to eye level, that's ideal. Okay? So what we do is start out by dropping through, and then you just explode up. Right about there. There you go. Now to see it on the side, what we don't want to see is we don't want to see the hips gyrating back and forth. We want to see the hips going up and down in a piston motion. We want to take the brunt of the force downward and explode upward to generate that force. We also don't want to be lifting with our arms. We want the hips to generate all the power. So we want that swing to be natural. Your arms are there just to hold on. Okay? Here we go. There you go. There's the side profile of the kettlebell swing. Now when you're using a dumbbell, to initiate that swing or to get that swinging motion, you want to hold one of the fat ends of the dumbbell. So you want to hold here so you get that little pendulum dangling so you can get that swinging motion. So you would hold it on the fat end, same thing. Just like so. Now when you get to a one arm, you're going to have to actually hold it on this position here. It's not going to be safe to grab it this way and then make the transition over to the other one. Your hands might slip, something might happen. It's a little more dangerous, so we want to hold it with the handle at that point. When you do it that way, you're going to have to get a little bit wider stance because now the dumbbell has more width and it might hit you in the thigh. So we get a little bit wider, and then you've got your one arm swing, and then when you switch hands, just switch hands at the topmost point. That's where the dumbbell is going to be the lightest, and that's where it's going to make it the easiest to make that transformation from hand to hand. All right, and there's your swing.